जय श्री राधा, जय श्री कृष्णा, जय वृंदावन धाम, जय श्री यमुना, जय गिरि Govardhan. We are meditating on the shlokas of Vrindavan Mahimaamrita written by Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati. Every shlok is a meditation on glories of Vrindavan. We have been doing, in the previous videos, I have been doing Pratham Shatak, which is the first lesson, first chapter. Every chapter has 100 shlokas. So the first chapter's 70 shlokas we finished last time in so many videos. Today we will go ahead. Radha sadhyam sadhanam yasya radha mantro radha mantradatri cha radha sarvam radha jivanam yasya radha 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 vachi tasya kim sesham Shri Radha Murli Manohar Padam Bhoj Sada Bhavyan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Padrajah Swatmanamevarpayan Srimad Bhagavatottaman Gudanidhi Nityadara Danaman Shri Vrindavan Divya Vaibhavaham Stotum Muda Prarabhe. In the last video where we ended, I will just go with the ecstatic sentiment of Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati. He is asking us, he's talking to himself and then encouraging us. Sometimes he's calling us his friend, sometimes as brother, and then sometimes he's like, oh fool. You know, when you really start feeling for the other person, you're like, oh fool, why are you wasting your time? Or sometimes you tell yourself, oh fool, oh foolish person, what are you using your logic for? So here is, last time he said to us, forget about all the things that you own. They are all temporary. They will all go away. Why are you craving for all these things and wasting your time? Oh my dear friend, don't harbor illusions about your home, about your body, about everything else. Just remember, death will come anytime. It's right there standing. So remember of that and run to Shri Vrindavan. So now when you hear all these things and now you are like, okay, Prabodhanandji, whatever you are saying is right, but it is not possible for me to run. And I am genuinely saying I love Shri Krishna and Radha. I want to experience this love, but I am not in a situation, nor do I have a willpower like you, O Srila Prabodhanandji. You could run away, you can leave probably. For me, I don't have the willpower to run like this. Can you show me some easier path? It's very quite natural. Sometimes we are living so far off. Not everybody can go on the weekend to Vrindavan. People living in India possibly, but even in India it is not possible. I have seen people are busy with their work, their life, their family. So you can only take few days of leave from your offices and then you can go. We just cannot just close our eyes blindly and leave our family because they are dependent on us. We don't even have that much money left over in the bank. Oh, now I leave. Now you take care of yourself. Not possible. Oh Prabodhanandji, we are telling our situation. And above all of that, we lack the willpower completely to renounce everything. We want to be in Vrindavan sincerely. Is there any other way that you can tell us? Because these statements look very strong and it does stir up the emotions, but at the same time, you know, those die away also, those fade away also, because we are stuck which way to go. So Srila Prabhupada Saraswati now is like, he's calming down and he says, Sadho shaknosi no chet sakalam abhi hatat swapna kalpam vihatum tarhi tvam dhyaya vrindavanam nisham anisham matopasya vrindavane asau tannamanyeva nityam japa satatam matho tatkatham Sansrunishva Srimad Vrindavan Sthanatha Parichara Bho Bhojanachhadanadyahi. Now, Prabodhanand Saraswati said, okay. He says, okay, my sadhu. Okay, my sadhu friend, I understand what you are trying to say. I understand your problems. So I will suggest you one thing. If you cannot go to leave everything and go to Vrindavan, all these things, even though I am telling you this is illusion, but even though you know that this is illusion, we both agree on that point, but still you are not able to come out of that illusion and you find yourself helpless, no worries, don't renounce. Prabodhanandji, what do you mean, don't renounce? What should I do then? What is the alternative? He says, Tarahi tam dhyaya Vrindavanam. Even then, wherever you are, in whatever state you are, you meditate on Vrindavan. You think of Vrindavan. And then what else you do is, Anisham mato pasya Vrindavane aso. And day night, you worship Radha and Krishna who live in Vrindavan. That's how you will never forget Vrindavan. So when you think of Radha, when you think of Krishna, when you are worshipping, your thought has to be on worshipping them in Vrindavan. So that way, O sadhu, O my sadhu friend, you will not forget Vrindavan. And if you do like that, now the next question will be like, what else should I do? I do not know what leelas are happening. I have never heard the pastimes. I don't have the time. I never could associate with any Rasik saint. You talk about Rasik saint, but I don't even know their names. Because whatever they wrote in a language which I don't even understand. So what do I do? He says, no worries. Tannamanyeva nityam japa. You chant Radha Krishna's name and you just chant Vrindavan, Vrindavan. Can you chant like that? Radha Krishna Vrindavan, Radha Krishna Vrindavan. Can you chant like that? Jai Jai Radha Vallabh Shri Hari Vansh. Jai Jai Radha Vallabh Vrindavan. Jai Jai Radha Vallabh Vrindavan. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Vrindavan. Can you chant? Can you chant like this? Yes. This seems to be easy. Okay. So then, Satatam, constantly chant these names. Atho tat katham sansrunashva. But Prabodhanandji, how long will I chant the name? Sometimes I chant the name and after chanting the name I am so bored. I do my 16 rounds and I am bored. What else should I do? Then listen to their pastimes, their kathas. Where are the kathas? Oh, they will come in Vrindavan Mahimaamrit, don't worry. Then there are books called Radha Rasudhanidhi, which Prabodhanand has written. It is there. It is in Bayalis Leela, it is in Hichaturasi. And when I am saying this, me means me. I will try my best to do this seva to all the listeners who are listening this video, because I know there are so many beautiful divine pastimes of Lord which are described in other languages, especially in Hindi and Braj Bhasha, and they are not available to the English audience. So if Radha Krishna bless me and the Rasik saints of Vrindavan, I just seek their blessings. I would like to share all of these gems with all English speaking audience and others audiences too. Maybe in near future. Right now we are focusing on Vrindavan Mahimaamrit, and as we go through this shlokas, you will see so many leelas, so many various beautiful pastimes of Shri Krishna and Radha will come in this book itself. And then he has written Radha Rasudhanidhi. That is another ocean of pastimes. So here he is saying, Prabodhanand is saying, just chant their names and think of their beautiful amorous pastimes. That's all you can do. And also one thing he's suggesting us to do, Srimad Vrindavana Sthanatha Parichara Bho Bhojanat Chadya Nadyai. If you can donate, if you can do charity, just give food, grains, money, clothes, just give some charity to people who live in Vrindavan, if that can be done. Another thing he's suggesting in Shlok number 73. So Shlok number 72, 73, 74, 75, all this is meant for people like us who are staying far, far, far abroad. I stay in America, so it becomes very difficult for me. But luckily, fortunately, Bhagavan has given me chance for the past 10 years to come every year to Vrindavan and stay there in Vrindavan. But I'm saying, I understand the situation of others who live abroad. It is not easy to go. Going, the journey, the flight journey is so long, and then going there and then adjusting to the Indian environment and then doing this tirtha, it's not easy. So when we hear this Vrindavan pastime, sometimes the heart, it just cries. It just cries. You want to go. Not possible though. So what else can we do? Whenever we get a chance, we pray. Whenever we get a chance, we go, we stay there. With how we stay there, all this has been discussed. What should be our mindset? All this has been discussed in the previous shlokas. It will come again and again throughout the Vrindavan Mahimaamrit. But for now he is saying, Vastu koti gunashrutam sikritam vaso annavasadibi tirte vasayetu swayam hi tarati dvato sa yattarayet. He says if somebody has enough wealth that he himself can afford to stay in Vrindavan, it is very great. But if he cannot afford to stay himself in Vrindavan, can he make arrangements for somebody else to stay? Means there are so many saints, so many sadhus who have left home. They had strong willpower or whatever, the hankering was great, the crying was great. They could break the shackles of family, anything, any chain that was tying them. They could break that and they have gone to Vrindavan. But after going to Vrindavan, they are really living on the mercy of Bhagavan. Whatever they get to eat, they eat. Wherever they get to sleep, they sleep. But if we, who the readers and the listeners, if we can afford and we can provide for their ashrams or for we can make a kutia, means a hut for them, or if we can provide them food, grains, cloth, whatever charity we can do. Prabodhanand Saraswati says, if the person can himself stay, he is very great. If he cannot stay, but if he can make others stay, that is the greatest thing he can do. And if both of them stay, this is the best combination of all. He says, just by doing this, that person liberates himself. That person helps to liberate others. And he who resides in Vrindavan like this, the Vrindavan, which is the spiritual abode of nectar of bliss and pure love, he very easily will attain the love of Srimati Radhika Rani, who is Vrijbhanu's daughter. So if you have come to this point, hearing the Gita, listening about Krishna's stories in various moods, and developing that love for Krishna, now you have that hankering to go to Vrindavan, whether you are able to go or not. If you can do something like this, it will be great. If you cannot do like this, no problem. You just sit at your home and chant Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Vallabh, Radha Vallabh, Radha Vallabh. That also is more than enough. That's what he is telling us. So with your heart, hanker for Vrindavan, think of Vrindavan, chant Vrindavan's name, do charity, and try, if you can, to make if somebody wants to really live in Vrindavan, then try to support them if they can live, with your support. Then he goes on saying, there are so many saints in Vrindavan who are Nishkinchana. Nishkinchana means they are totally dependent on the mercy of Lord. Nishkinchinanan Krishna Rase Nimagnan Mahanirihan Jana Sangabhitan Vrindavan Sthana Vasnash Ashanar Deihe Sevate Aso Vashyeta Dishau. He says, there are so many saints, so many sadhus in Vrindavan who are living totally on the mercy of Bhagavan. They are Nishkinchan. They are not expecting anything from people like us, nothing. But these people also, these saints don't even live publicly. They want to live in their solitude. They are totally absorbed or lost in the thoughts of Radha Krishna, they are totally absorbed into their meditation. They do not ask anything from anybody. But if we still can give them food, clothing, and gifts, if we serve these residents of Vrindavan who are poor, if we serve these sadhus and saints who are penniless and who are staying all alone, he says, if you do this, first he said, you will get the blessing of Radhika. Now he says, Radha Krishna will become submissive to you. You getting it? If you serve the devotees who are the residents of Vrindavan, if you become that instrument of service, then all that you are providing to this Vrindavan Brijwasis, who is going to give it to you? Who? How can you provide yourself unless Bhagavan gives? So Radha and Krishna themselves will serve you. They will provide you everything. If you have that in your mind, they will provide you everything by which you can give it to them. So this is what he's saying. So he who with food, clothing and other gifts serves the Vrindavan's residents, who are plunged into the nectar of Krishna's pastimes, they make the king and queen of Vrindavan their submissive servants. He goes on saying, Vrindaranya mananya bhava madhura karakare hito radhika Krishna kridit ranjit pavilasat kunjavali manjulam yo anyatrapi kritastitir vidhi vasha chochana sada chintaye nityam tanmilanam vichintyadaham taddhama yugamam bhaje. Oh, now it is specifically for those people who are living very far off and who kind of do not even have a hope to go to Vrindavan. Now this is for them, for people like us who live abroad, far, far away. So he says, even if you are living that far, even sometimes, we consider, we don't have the great fortune like the others have who can live in Vrindavan. He says, don't worry. Even if you feel like that, you don't have that great fortune to be in Vrindavan. But still, wherever destiny has forced you to live, he says, cry, still hanker, still think of Vrindavan and just hanker for it. Just hanker for Vrindavan. Just put your mind in those beautiful groves of Vrindavan. You are abroad, you are in America, you are in New Zealand, you are in Australia, you are in UK, you are in some Japan, you are in some whatever country you are in. Vrindavan is not far if you meditate on it. So close your eyes and just think of Vrindavan, beautiful Vrindavan, transcendental Vrindavan, surrounded by beautiful flower-laden groves in which Radha Krishna is hiding, sometimes holding hands, walking on near the ghats, near the banks of Yamuna, sometimes plucking fruit, sometimes plucking flowers, being served by the attendants, the sacharis, the sakhis, the friends. He says, wherever you are, hanker, meditate on this beautiful vision of Radha Krishna. And if you do like this, the one who is meditating like this and who enters the Vrindavan in meditation thinking, now I am serving the divine couple. Understand this. You have to develop this sentiment inside you. I may be in America, but I am always serving the divine couple in my feelings. So many thousands of pastimes are there. Doing this Vrindavan Shatakam, the reason is, I know I am doing the seva for all of you, but no, really I am telling you, the reason is the half an hour, 45 minutes what I speak, I am actually connecting to Vrindavan. I am drowned in the joy of Vrindavan. That is how beautiful Vrindavan is. And whatever I speak, Bayalis Leela, how do I connect? This is the way Bayalis Leela I speak. These are 42 pastimes, transcendental pastimes written by Saint Dhruvdas, who is from Radha Vallabh Sampradaya. I read that. I am totally into Vrindavan, the transcendental Vrindavan. I read Hit Chaurasi, written by Sri Harivansh of Radha Vallabh Sampradaya. I am totally drowned into those pastimes. I have read Mahavani, I read Kelimal. So many saints of Vrindavan, they have written so many beautiful padas, and in all the padas describing so many beautiful transcendental pastimes. So even if I live in America, I'm telling you, my mind does not go away from Vrindavan, never ever, because these pastimes, as the saints have described, if you meditate upon them, for now, we are meditating on Vrindavan Mahimaamrit. The more we talk about Vrindavan, Vrindavan just will appear in the heart. How is it possible it will not appear? So, this is what we have to do. Meditate on Vrindavan inside your heart. When you are meditating, there are thick groves, there is Yamunaji flowing, there are mountains, and these groves are filled with flowers. In that groves, there is a beautiful canopy, a gazebo, and in that there is a beautiful bed where Radha Krishna are sitting and the bed is spread with flowers, lotus flowers, and all the sakhis are surrounding, they are serving. You are also one among those sakhis. You are one of those maid attendants, friends of Sri Radhika, who is serving them. So I am serving the divine couple. You should meditate like this. This, what I am saying, is being suggested in the shloka also by Prabodhanand Saraswati. He says, Vrindaranya bhava madhurakare hito radhika Krishna kredita ranjita pravilasata kunjavali manjulam yonnatra api kritasthati vidir vashaschoshana sada chintaye nityam tanmilanam vichintayam. Always think that I am serving the divine couple who want to enjoy this transcendental amorous pastimes. Nityam tanmilanam vichintayan. Tadaham taddham yugmam bhaje. And this way you will be worshipping Radha Krishna and the Dham also. Even though you are abroad, you are not staying away from Vrindavan in that sense. He says, then he goes on adding, those people who had the guts to renounce a kingdom, to renounce their queens, to renounce all sorts of vasanas, whatever they had. Vasanas means like desires, their impressions, their samskaras. So he says, those people who are able to renounce their vasanas, those who are affectionate, those who are pious, and those who live like this, those who have given up their pride of being born in a great family, or those who have given up the pride of having lots of wealth, noble birth or education, those who think that material happiness is so bitter, those who have given up all their material happiness, those who have renounced like this and gone to Vrindavan. He says, and after going to Vrindavan, they are not returning back. He says, I offer my respectful obeisances unto them. So those great renouncers who had the guts. He goes on saying in Shlok number 77, this Vrindavan is more and more superior than Vaikuntha because it is full of bliss. What kind of bliss? Oh, the joy that is emanating out of the nectarian pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna. And those people who are living in this Vrindavan are supremely pious and supremely fortunate. We bow down to such people who could make the decision of their life to stay in Vrindavan and enjoy this beautiful rasa, beautiful nectars of Vrindavan. We are indebted to them and we offer our respectful obeisances, and if possible, we offer our prayers, we offer our gifts, whatever we can. In 78 shloka, he tries to awaken us. So we are listening all of this. Yeah, you are saying everything, Prabodhanandji. It's nice. Very good. I'll think about it. Right now, the talks are interesting, the discourses are interesting. But I have my family. Yeah, I have to take care of the wealth. I know you're telling don't take care of the wealth, but I have to think of my retirement funds. Yeah, Prabodhanandji. I understand. Yes, I have to do that. I should be doing that one day. Yeah, one day. When I become old. When I am retired. Now Prabodhanandji knows your mind. Now he is going to knock. He is like, Marishyasi kada sakhe. Do you even know when you are going to die? Marishyasi kada sakhe tvamiti kim vijanasi kim. Do you know everything about yourself? Shishosu tarunasya vana khalu mrityura kasmika. Don't you see that even a child dies untimely? Don't you see? Even a young person dies untimely. You are seeing death all this way and you think you are going to die timely. Lucky for you if you die timely. What if you don't die like that? You want to delay everything. Oh yeah, you're good. I'll do it one day. When will that one day come? Think like this. Whatever you are enjoying right now and you are attached to that, those attachments, those bonds of attachment you are not able to break. When will that day come when you will break? I suggest you break it now and rush and go to Vrindavan. If not, at least make this practice that you will constantly remember Vrindavan. Do not make your mind a place for worldly thoughts as well as the thoughts of Bhagavan mixed. No. Now purify it completely. Let it be filled with the thoughts of Vrindavan and Shri Radha Krishna and your seva. He says, leave all your so-called intelligence talks aside. Leave the attachment of body and senses. And don't go on second thoughts. If you go on second thoughts, you will miss. Don't go on second thoughts and run to Vrindavan. If you desire, then he goes on saying in Shlok number 79, that if you desire the supremely sweet, blissful, exalted and opulent mellows of the love of Godhead, where will you find? Who gives this? You will find it only in Vrindavan. So then, now make your bhakti even purer. Do not mix it up with piety. Do not mix it with speculation, logic or renunciation. Do not mix it up with any of the things anymore. If you are looking only for that transcendental love of Bhagavan, then whatever knowledge you had till now, just leave it. Enough. You're dreaming. Oh, your dream that one day I will renounce everything. Stop that daydreaming. Your logics, whether I should go, what's the point, whether I should go or not. Leave the logic aside. Break these hard shackles of material life and accept the life of sannyasa in Vrindavan. Again he reminds us, Mahabhagye praptam vapuridam iha karni mahima adbhuto vrindatavyaha kalitam akhilam swapna sadrisham subhashama swaso nahi mato napi vapushi channe asminne vatvam tadabichal vrindavana vanam. Oh friend, you are fortunate to get this human body. We get it after 8.4 million species transmigrating. Now we got this human body. Great luck. Oh friend, along with this human body, you have gotten that intelligence and that wisdom and that interest to hear about the glories of Vrindavan. Now you are hearing. You would not have come here by chance because you are interested. That's why you are here. So by good fortune, you have got a good body. By good fortune, you have got great mind, intelligence and wisdom. And by all this, you have also learnt and accepted that the world is a dream. You agree with me on that, right? The world is a dream. So you are accepting, we both agree on one thing. And I am happy for you. So then why are you waiting? What for? You are waiting when the body will die, I will go to Vrindavan. Is it possible? Or you are waiting the day the mind stops thinking of, the day mind will automatically break its shackles, its bonds of attachment. Are you waiting for that day? Don't put faith in this mind and body. Oh my dear friend, run, run, run to Vrindavan. 81 Shloka he says, Bharatarhir nimilita sinayane tatra kwa kantatmaja bhrata swapta surit grana kvacha guna kutra pratisthadayah. He says, if you are thinking, Prabodhanandji, you are talking too much. I just can't run away now. It's not possible. My family will cry. My wife will cry. My sons will stop. What do I do? What do I tell my parents? He goes one step extreme, Prabodhanand. He's like, brother, think. If you die now, within 10 minutes, so what will happen now? What will happen to the same mother, father and wife and son? They'll keep crying. What will you be able to do anything to them? They will keep crying. All your good qualities that you are giving, oh, I'm a CEO in the company, I'm a VP in the company, I'm a director in the company, I'm a project manager in the company. My company will not survive if I take a leave to go to Vrindavan on the weekend. Not possible. I can't even take 3 weeks of leave to go to Vrindavan to live. Oh, my brother, if you die in next 10 minutes, what will happen to your company? They'll replace you with somebody else. Think of like that. Oh, I am a big person, I just can't go to Vrindavan just like this. Oh, forget about being your big person. If you die, what is going to happen? Where will be your pride? Where will be your wealth? Where will be your education? And all that control you have over others, all the other powers that you have, all your opulences that you have, everything you will have to leave. When you are so learned and intelligent, oh my dear friend, then what logic are you using? Why are you not renouncing these things and running to Vrindavan? Oh my dear friend, he goes on in saying in Shlok number 82, I know your father will cry, ignore. Your mother, your children, your other relatives, they will all cry for you when you go to Vrindavan, and they will talk such beautiful language to you to try to, stop you. Oh my dear friend, just ignore and make your heart very hard. Make it strong like a thunderbolt and run to the groves of Vrindavan. Even if it is for a weekend, even if it is for one day, just ignore everybody and just go. Then after saying all these things, he goes on into the zone of worshipping Radha Krishna, and he says, I worship the two splendors of Vrindavan who are handsome than millions of Rati and Kamdevas, and who have stolen the beauty of millions of Lakshmi and Narayanas. These two beautiful forms, one looks like a sapphire and one looks like gold. So I worship and meditate on that beautiful form, the one which is like a sapphire and one which is like gold, who has stolen the beauty of millions of Lakshmi and Vishnu. I worship them who are enjoying their pastimes in the forest of Vrindavan. And then he is telling us, let us worship Radha and Krishna. In Shlok number 84, let us worship that person who are sweeter than nectar, who are more beautiful than the lotuses, who possess the beauty of all other gods. They surpass the beauty of all other gods. And these two people, they wander in the forest of Vrindavan filled with joy. Focus your mind on that Shri Krishna who is bowing down to Radha's lotus feet. And he is like that, he has become like a bee, his mind has become like a bee and sucking the nectar from the Radha's lotus feet. So focus on this vision where Shri Krishna has become like a bhavara, has become like a bumblebee and is going around Srimati Radha, and Srimati Radha is going in the groves of Vrindavan. Then in Shlok number 85 he says, even Lakshmi ji, who is in the heart of Shri Krishna, cannot know what is the sweetness of this, because here when you are worshipping, you have to become this sweetness you can relish only when Radharani blesses you. You have to become the maid servant, the friend of Radharani. Lakshmi ji said, I won't become like that. I am the queen of Vaikuntha. Okay, so be it. You can stay out of Vrindavan, be in Belvan and meditate there. When he comes there, Krishna, you can take him. But here in Vrindavan, the rasa which Radharani is enjoying with Krishna, that cannot be given to anybody else except for the Sahacharis who are personal companions, who are in personal service of Radharani. So if you want to get this nectar, which Lakshmi ji is also not getting, oh my dear friend, do what? Worship Radha Rani. Prakaraistam Radha Bhajadaita Vrindavan Vane. You worship that Radharani who is the queen of Vrindavan. विषय विषकृमिणां बोधमात्रात्मा भाजां स समय सभय सर्वैशैक भक्त्या श्रिता नाम. He's saying, you surrender yourself to bhakti. Whatever you are looking, whatever sensory enjoyment you are looking, everything, all sorts of enjoyment are possible in Vrindavan. Reject this worldly enjoyment which is just very poisonous. Do not take that path of world. Take the path of Vrindavan and go to Vrindavan, which is flooded with flowing nectars, nectarian stream of bliss. In the Shlok number 87 he says, उन्मत प्रवा प्रायवाच परिमुषित धियो मायया नर्त बीजम स्वार्था मत्वा कृतार्थाथनो सुख विवेकादयो ग्राह्यवाच स्वीया सर्वे जिघान संत्ययः बहु मृषा स्नेह पाशेर निबद्य श्री वृंदारण्ययायामह महित समाजात कदा निसृतस्त्वाम. He says, now he's like, I am done, O Vrindavan, please bless me. I am done with my family and all those people and relatives whose intelligence is stolen by Maya. They keep me giving all this logic, why I should be living in this world, why this world is a happy place, but they do not understand that whatever they call happiness is nothing but the seeds of distress. Oh Vrindavan, I am done with all these people. I really want to run away. Please help me that I am able to break these bonds, this bonds of attachment with all these family people who cannot distinguish between real happiness and mirage. They are bound by the strong ropes of material affliction and they are trying also to bind me with the same rope. They are acting foolish. They are acting against their own self-interest and they are making me also do that. They are committing suicide and they think I should also be with them. Oh Vrindavan, when will I flee away from this inauspicious people and take shelter of you? Then he further goes on saying, oh Vrindavan, I have fallen down into this household, into this well of household life which is full of darkness, and I am being devoured by the snakes of lust and greed and other faults. Oh Vrindavan, when will you take me out of this? And acting as a mother, when will you take me in your lap? When will that day come that I will accept the vow of poverty and I will always remaining in a solitary place in Vrindavan, this place which is worshipped by even all the devatas? When will that day come that I will be staying in Vrindavan forever and worship this splendid couple, my worshipable deity, Shri Radhika Madhav, with great ecstatic love? And with Shlok number 90 we'll end it up. He says, निज सर्वनाश करात्म सुरित सुतदार मित्य परिवार गणम परिवंच्य कर ही दृढ़ बुद्धिरहम प्रपलाय यामि हर केलिवनम. When will I leave these people when will I leave this family, these children, these friends, these well-wishers and other associates who are associated with me, who have devastated my spiritual life? Oh Vrindavan, please help me that I develop this firm resolve to flee away from them and take shelter in your lap. So with this we end it up. There are more other beautiful bhavas. This is Shlok number 90. We have to do 10 more shlokas. In the next video we will do it. May Radha, Krishna, Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati and all the Rasik saints of Vrindavan bless us, all the Vaishnavas bless us, that this transcendental meditation and this love for the transcendental Vrindavan, let this manifest in our heart. And Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Radha. See you in the next video.